here we are on another edition of our neck pour, the Casa de Vinos neck pour segment. And this time we got a very special bottle. It's arguably one of the bottles that myself I've liked the most, and I know many here in the store, maybe all of them, all our current staff have never tasted this bottle. Basically, this was a release that we bottled with the whiskey agency back in, top of my head was 2019 maybe, or 18. It's a Ben Nevis 1996 bourbon cask. We're gonna open this like.
So this is a pretty special one, and I guess the reason that we're cracking this one open is we are having an upcoming Casa de Vinos 13th birthday celebration tasting online and cracking into some of our old Casa de Vinos bottlings from the past. This Ben Nevis, as well as we're going to have a Southernless Cove from our 10th anniversary, Tobermory, recent bottling, Warhead, 21-year-old, who could forget that, an absolute belter. And we've also got two new Casa de Vinos single cask releases coming for that tasting. So we thought we'd crack open this Ben Nevis now before we bottle it up for all the packs going out and give the neck pearl a bit of a whirl. Jose, I'm excited. How can you not love Ben Nevis in this vintage?
Well, back on the day, these whiskeys were very, very, very cheap, right? So back on the day, we were selling these bottles for around $300, and today it's impossible to get 21-year-old Ben Nevis, especially from 1996, which is probably the most fruity of all of them, of the 1995, 96, and 97s that are around. Obviously, there's variations. We had 97s that were absolutely sensational, but these big stone fruit bombs, and they were basically just the 1960s where it was flaming.
I mean, it's absolutely stunning, isn't it? This is what made so many people fall in love with Ben Nevis in Australia. These 1996 releases, and particularly this sort of age. So we've had so many of them, so many amazing ones, but this is just absolutely incredible. There's so much fruit. It's a fruit bomb.
I regret not having any left of these whiskeys. These bottles, basically, there's only maybe half a dozen. We're opening one, maybe two for our next tasting. What do you reckon, Jonno, about this?
It's absolutely stunning. As I say, these 96 Ben Nevises, they always are incredible, and depends on what cask you're getting and various age statements of what's going to happen, what you're going to get. But this is a time capsule from a day gone by, and it's stunning. So much fruit, like a lot of stone fruit, apples, pears, and still got that Ben Nevis.
Overripe pear is a good one.
DNA of like above ground grass and hay, and it's just such a pretty whiskey. Like it really is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and this one I remember back on the day, we gave Serge a sample. I think in one of the whiskey fairs, and he rated that concentration of fruit so clean. I wish there will be more. There is actually more now you can get, in the sense of it's more 96 Ben Nevises, but they are double the price, which is pretty hectic.
So only a couple of bottles left of this one in the Casa de Vinos cellar. We're opening a couple of them for this amazing 30th birthday celebration tasting. So it will be genuinely the last chance to try this magnificent Ben Nevis. But don't forget, we're also launching two new Casa de Vinos 13th birthday release whiskies. Two very special whiskies which are going to remain a surprise until the tasting itself.
Exactly. So stay keeping an eye on the newsletters. This is a big one coming.
This is absolutely stunning. So make sure you grab yourself a pack now, and I think I'm going to have another little girl. This is beautiful. Cheers, guys.